A young store clerk is dismissed for assisting a disabled customer with their groceries. However, the very next day, he receives life-changing news, a new job offer with a salary 5 times higher than his previous one. Johnny Kelly loved his job at the grocery store. He thrived on interacting with people and had built strong connections with many customers, knowing most by name. His cheerful, helpful nature made him a favorite among patrons. Unfortunately, his boss, Mr. Terrell, didn't share the same sentiment. Gruff and cold, Mr. Terrell valued only one thing: money. One Wednesday afternoon, Johnny's kindness pushed Mr. Terrell over the edge. It started when a new customer hobbled into the store on crutches, his pinned-up pant leg revealing he'd lost a limb. Johnny noticed the man struggling to manage his crutches, a shopping cart, and the items he needed from the shelves. As he rang up other customers, Johnny kept an eye on him, ready to step in if needed. About 20 minutes later, the man made his way to Johnny's register. "Hi there," Johnny greeted with a warm smile. "How are you doing today?" The man returned the smile. "I'm hanging in there. Kindness is more important in life than money, don't you think?" Johnny nodded and glanced at the man's crutches. "Are you a veteran?" "Yeah," the man replied. "Served in the Middle East. I've got a prosthetic, but my stump's ulcerated right now, so I'm stuck with these crutches for a while." Johnny winced empathetically. "That sounds rough." The man shrugged. "I'm better off than a lot of guys I served with. I can't complain." After ringing up the groceries, Johnny carefully packed them into 2 bags. But as he watched the man struggle to balance the bags and his crutches, Johnny's instincts kicked in. "Hold on a second," Johnny said, turning to the line of waiting customers. "Would you mind waiting a few minutes?" Without waiting for an answer, Johnny grabbed the bags and followed the man into the parking lot. He placed the groceries in the man's trunk and bid him a warm goodbye. Little did Johnny know, this simple act of kindness would soon set off a chain of events that would change his life forever. When Johnny walked back into the store, he immediately noticed Mr. Terrell standing by his register, arms crossed and a scowl on his face. "Where were you?" Mr. Terrell demanded, his tone sharp. "The customers are waiting." "Sorry, Mr. Terrell," Johnny replied calmly. "There was a gentleman with only one leg, and he couldn't carry his groceries. I helped him out." Before Mr. Terrell could retort, one of the customers in line spoke up. "This young man was very kind," the customer said. "I didn't mind waiting." Several others chimed in, nodding their agreement. Mr. Terrell forced a smile, but his icy glare betrayed his true feelings. Later, at closing time, he called Johnny into his office. Without a word, he handed Johnny a pink slip and a check. "I don't care what those fools say," Mr. Terrell snarled. "You're here to work, not play charity. Every second you're away from that register costs me money, and making money is what life is all about. Do you understand? I've had enough of your nonsense. You're fired." Johnny looked at his boss's angry face and knew arguing would be pointless. He quietly accepted the check and walked out. He would have to start job hunting immediately. His mom relied on his income. The next morning at 7 a.m., Johnny stood at the bus stop waiting to head into town to look for work. A car pulled up and a familiar voice greeted him. "Hey there, need a ride to the store?" Johnny turned to see the man from the day before. "Hi," Johnny said. "I'm not going to the store. I don't work there anymore." The man's expression turned to surprise. "Why not?" Johnny hesitated, but then explained. "Mr. Terrell fired me. He said I spent too much time helping you." The man frowned. "That was because of me. Get in the car. I'll take you wherever you need to go." "I'm heading downtown to look for work," Johnny replied as he climbed into the passenger seat. The man glanced at him thoughtfully. "Apart from working at a grocery store, what else can you do?" Johnny hesitated, then gave a sheepish smile. "Well, my mom says the only thing I'm really good at is playing video games." "Really?" the man asked, intrigued. "What games do you play and what are your scores?" To Johnny's surprise, the man seemed well-versed in video games and listened attentively to Johnny's ideas and opinions. By the end of their conversation, the man was clearly impressed. "How would you like to work for me?" he asked. I own a gaming company, and I'd love for you to share some of those ideas with my development team. I think you'd be a great fit." A week later, Johnny started his new job at the man's company, and he loved it. His boss encouraged him to return to school and take night courses at the local college. Though it was challenging at first, Johnny didn't mind. His boss wasn't just an employer, he was a mentor. With his guidance, Johnny gradually became the top developer in the company. Now, Johnny was earning 5 times what he had at the grocery store, doing something he was passionate about and building a bright future. All of it began with a simple act of kindness. What can we learn from Johnny's story? Kindness is more valuable than money. Mr. Terrell believed that profit was everything, but Johnny's compassion proved otherwise. Helping someone cost Johnny his job, but it also opened the door to an incredible opportunity. Additionally, we all have talents waiting to be discovered. Johnny thought his future was in a grocery store, but his gaming knowledge and creativity caught the eye of someone who gave him a chance to shine. If you enjoyed this story, we're sure the next one on your screen will inspire you too. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Sending you a big hug, lots of love, and see you in the next story.